Hi and welcome to Drummers Review. I'm Nick, and in today's video we're taking a look at a very special concert series snare drum from Ludwig. Ludwig's concert series features a range of snare drums primarily designed for concert and orchestral players. The range features either maple or raw copper shell drums and comes in either 14x5 or 14x6.5 inch sizes. The drum we have here today is a 14x5 inch with a seamless raw copper shell. It features 45-degree bearing edges top and bottom, 10 chrome tube lugs holding in place die-cast hoops. Elsewhere, it has a tri-snare wire system that features coated cable, spiral steel wire, and uncoated cable, all held in place by one of Ludwig's P89 snare strainers. Each of the snare wires are separately adjustable to ensure that the player can get the perfect amount of snare buzz for any musical setting. Rounding things out, the drum comes supplied with a Remo M5 coated diplomat batter head, coupled with a Ludwig Weather Master X Thin Resonant. It has a UK suggested retail price of £1,099, but before we go any further, let's take a closer listen in a couple of different tuning ranges. Starting at a medium tuning and with all three different snare wire variations in full contact with the head, you get a very crisp, clear sound that's possibly one of the most articulate sounds that we've heard from a snare drum to date. At higher tuning, it sounds wonderful. It has bags of definition and again a superb articulate response to even the slightest of touches. Experimenting with the tri-snare wires really does throw up some interesting results. Starting with the spiral steel wires as the predominant contact, it gives what we would probably describe as a traditional yet bright snare sound. Changing to the uncoated cable, you get a much fatter, vintage-esque kind of sound that we'd probably describe as being something you might hear from a 1920s snare drum. Finally, the coated cable, which gives a really nice, full, fat and warm tone. Although this drum is primarily a concert snare, we were naturally intrigued to see how it would fare in a kit setting, so that's what we did and we weren't disappointed. It gave a great account of itself, sounding loud, powerful and full-bodied, while at the same time being dynamic and articulate with a great response. There's little doubt that this is a very special snare drum and one that we really enjoyed. It sounds great in a variety of tunings and has more than enough in terms of dynamics and articulation to make it work in a range of musical settings. Although it might not be an obvious choice if you're predominantly a kit player, if you dabble at all in concert or orchestral work or are just looking for a really nice, dynamic, articulate snare drum, it's well worth checking out. In terms of construction, and it's pretty much flawless with perfectly even bearing edges and smooth feeling tension rods throughout. It also looks great, with the raw copper shell and gleaming chrome hardware combining to make a really classy aesthetic. With a UK suggested retail price of £1,099, there's little doubt that this is a top-end drum. But given the sounds produced, the wide tuning range, the dynamics and the articulation, as well as the flawless construction, we think it's a pretty special drum and one well worth investing in. But, as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Please drop us a comment below, subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified of our future videos. Head on over to our website, DrummersReview.com, where you'll find details all about this drum, as well as all of the latest news from the drumming world. And we'll see you next time here at Drummers Review.